What is it like being you? So you know how people carve pumpkins for Halloween and they're really cool and a lot of people love them? I'm like one of those pumpkins. Except now it's Thanksgiving and I'm still on the porch. Yeah, I'd be alone most of the time, happy most of the day and always getting happier to the smell wholesome things. Every day I wish I was dead. Depression. But you're not dead. That's a win. Here's sending you hope that you find your light soon. Life is a blessing and a curse. It's important to know, however, that the fact that you are even alive is crazy lucky. I've never experienced depression, so I don't think I can help you in that aspect. I hope you get it sorted out with a professional. 24/7 discomfort, horniness, shame, and occasional panic attacks for no reason. So, altogether, a 1/10 experience, would not recommend. Ouch. Life Simulator hasn't been kind to you. Wow, are you me from 5 years ago? Tie for this, seeing him not the only one kinda helps, unless you are part of the simulation. Legit, I couldn't agree more with the 24/7 horniness. 24 out of 7? That is a lot of horniness. Was going to comment almost the exact same, are you me? If so, sorry. Absolutely zero sense of community, but a fulfilling life nonetheless. Boring. I'm just a guy that loves fighting games and video games in general and draws sometimes. I'm really socially awkward and is scared of asking his crush out. Ask them out this week. If they like you back, they'll say yes, and you'll have that much more time to spend together. If they don't like you, it's better to move on sooner than later. There's plenty of fish out there, but you're gonna have to get your feet wet at some point if you want to catch one. To add, if they turn you down, make it a positive by saying something nice, like, well, you sure are going to make some lucky guy very happy someday. Think socially sexually frustrated. Think being locked in a cage. Imagine having high expectations and not being able to fill any of them, but you still work hard at it, and you are making a little progress. Think a long, lonely walk down a very long road. Wow, this is tough. I hope it gets better. Also, kudos on progress. You'll get there. If you hold the ability to change your current position, you're not allowed to complain. With a strong drive, I have confidence you'll be able to get out. I shouldn't say not allowed to complain. I should say not allowed to complain for long. A constant argument over whether or not continuing my existence is worth my time or the time of others. If I jump a bridge, all of my worldly issues and fears melt away. But my family and friends would be pretty sad, and they at least seem to like having me around. Plus, what if something really cool happens tomorrow, and I'm not here for it? Permanent solution to temporary problems. Someday you'll be glad you didn't take her life. Things always get better. Looking back at your issues and fears, you'll see how much you've grown once you survive it. Wanting a partner, while telling myself I can live without a GF. Being confined and chained to the system, while wanting to be free. Having millions of ideas, but no way to portray them. Wanting to help others but always being declined. Waiting for the weekend only to get little done. Needing friendship but no one listens. Being the funny one in class, then feeling sad for not being actually interesting. Wanting a chance to prove myself but I isn't noticed. Wanting to end it all but grasping to the responsibilities I still have. Sounds really tough. I hope you find your way of expressing yourself soon, and that will draw people to who you really are. Wow, okay, just call me out directly next time. Thank you for writing this. We all can share in the pain. I think there are enough of us to create a small group by now. Good. I make the people around me happy, and I have hobbies that make me feel fulfilled. If 15-year-old me saw how I turned out, he'd be at ease. In med school and its finals weeks, so it'd say hard. Good luck. Take care of yourself. Very old punk music, and Kurt Vonnegut books. So, pretty good. Wow, old punk music like. Could you share some playlist? Zray Specs, Buzzcocks, Kratz, Teenage Jesus, Minutemen, stuff like that. Mostly art punk stuff. Favorite Vonnegut? I'd probably say Cat's Cradle for me, but I like almost all of them. Not being able to reach the top shelf, having to look up to people when they speak, and not being able to touch the ground when sitting on chairs. A latter distractions in hobbies, to avoid the nothingness of sleep and the avoidable death to come. I'm a fun guy, Leonard. Lots of mysterious physical pain, and sad emotional pain. Sudden dizzy spells due to low sugar. Grin and bear it work circumstance. Sadness. But trying so hard to find happiness. A lion in a cage made out of twigs, but too lazy to break it. A starving wolf who doesn't want to eat meat, but must in order to survive. Probably like many other basic 20-something middle-class females. Smack bang in the middle of the bell curve. I don't really know anything I'm doing with my life, but actually it turns out greater than expected. Feeling angry that most people are not living their best lives, be it lack of opportunity or negative mentality, being humbled by the fact that neither am I, and using that motivation to try and improve the human condition, no matter how small that change may be. A worthy cause, and one I would like to join you in. You have my sword. Holds up a copy of Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell. Heavy. Physically and metaphorically. You're gonna carry that weight. Whenever you play scissors paper stone or rock paper scissors, you'd keep thinking that I'd play this last time, so he is going to play that, so I should play this, but he would that, and play that one, so I should play this, but he would think that, so on and so forth. Look, it could be worse. I still deal with anxiety and depression, but I'm on the up and up. My demons seem to be under control. It's not so bad being me at the moment. Like you are on a constant adventure inside your mind and outside as well. Like playing chess in a rapid creek, you can have ideas, plans, but often water wash them away. But man, it's so much fun. I have the worst school on the planet, broken home, Biala's friend, drama teacher, drama, bad grades, therapy, depression, anxiety, all the social stigma that comes with being a witch, being in the closet with no hopes of coming out, self-hate, being yelled at by everyone, so have fun. Hugs. May you find your tribe soon. Anxious all the time, to the point that I didn't even realize that most people don't feel like that 24/7. It took me 25 years to realize something was wrong, because I've never known any different. Medication is a godsend. But on the path to ruin. But being me as a person, kinda fun, if you consider annoying people to be fun. A normal human would not survive my heart's beating rate and level of daily stress. Boring, I guess. IDK. Don't go out or have friends I could hang out with, etc. Now, I have been through this. IDK, if it's okay to call it, phase, happens to me on and off, but I can tell it sometimes does get better. It's always been like this, unfortunately. Maybe it'll get better down the road. Me too, man. Half of the time I'm just at home playing video games all day. It's so boring, and I want to do more, but I'm so lazy and life is just pretty boring, tbh. When I have time I'll play video games, but in my case I don't go out, because I don't have anyone to hang out with. Feels weird going out by myself, and also I'm self-employed, so I hardly have time for myself, but yeah, life is pretty boring. Most of the time, pretty good. You get to think and analyze a lot though, have very deep dives on therapy, have very supportive partner, and an interesting job. I'm a therapist. Also a comfortable country to live in and mostly stable financial situation. But also I have to deal with extremely frustrating health issues, which not only give me physical pain, but also a lot of anxiety, cause it's unknown if it ever goes away completely, if I ever will be able to return to martial arts, if I ever can do normal things that people don't even think about. Also I'm an attractive female, so usually have to deal with some creeps. Terrible. A lot of mental issues, no social life or skills, and extremely overprotective parent. Chronic crippling headaches every day for years, which lowers my will to live even more than my depression lately. Earning just enough money to pay for rent and not starve. But all of that doesn't matter because I'm apathetic and don't really feel emotion anymore. Stress, dysphoria, and depression are eating my mind, and every second is another that I spend wishing I was dead. So I'd say 3/10. At least I have functioning limbs. Literally and figuratively depressing. So uneventful, it's almost statistically anomalous how boring I am. Very big and sweaty, that's all. Lonely yet having a distant relationship. Even with medicine my moods are like roller coaster. Literally no friends to hang out. Sitting behind PC all day all week. Brain can't find solutions for problems. Feel useless but hey at least Reddit is here. I lock myself in my room all day because I'm scared of being judged by my foster carers, and while in my room I can never make the voices shut up. Sounds scary. Do you have someone that you trust, that you can ask for help? Supposedly I can ask my social worker for support, but when I do he tells me I'm making it all up. Got a teacher or someone that might have a suggestion? A doctor? Not sure what country you're in, but in Australia we have various helplines. I would have thought that, even if you were making it up, that's something worth supporting. Teachers can't act without permission from social, and social likes to block me from going to doctors. It doesn't pay much, the benefits package is atrocious, and I always say what I'm thinking which people hate. I go to school for 10 hours, then I draw for 9 hours a day, when I get back home, then finally sleep at 5 AM, only to wake up 2 hours later. Not even exaggerating. I'm grinding by drawing to get into Cooper Union. Insecure, mentally unstable, social anxiety, depressed, lonely, blaming myself for everything, feeling like I can never do anything, right and on and on and on. I'm autistic and have CPTSD. I feel like I'm underwater a lot, watching everything and everyone else operate as though they are moving through air. Tough because I'm deaf in one ear and I have mild CP. I love playing music and cooking though. Living a life so strange that I've become gullible. Comfy, uneventful, interesting enough without being exhausting, several hobbies to choose from and most of them don't require going outside. I don't really go out too much other than for work, not because I don't have any friends but me and girlfriend just prefer to stay home, get high, eat snacks, and chill out with our pet rats. Honestly sounds amazing. That's my goal. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Not that good as it turns out. It's kinda trash, not gonna lie. The most humble brag ever. I'm tall, strong, and mixed. So, yeah. Pretty good if I'm being honest. Trying to keep it that way. It's said could be better, could be way worse though. Kind of like a bat's life, blind, bumps into everything, and small. Just missing the sonar hearing. Not too bad anymore. I've been clean for almost a year, yay. Depression still comes and goes, but overall I'm pretty happy. I'm introverted AF, so I should probably get out more, but at least I'm taking better care of myself physically and mentally. I'm on a new self-love journey and honestly it's the best thing I've ever decided to do. I'll be 30 next month and I'm excited to start a new chapter of my life. Sending positive vibes your way. Do you own a trash can? Now imagine that trash can given sentience. Boom, I'm in your house. So you're saying you're a useful thing that pretty much everyone needs on a daily basis? Doesn't sound too bad. 24/7 torture tbh. I'm in constant physical and mental anguish. Right now, sore throat. Also, I'm a straight, male, white, and autistic person. If you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out firsthand what it's like to be me. Very confusing in general, and occasionally annoying and or frustrating. To the tune of tradition from Fiddler on the Roof, a vertical bar depression depression. Depress I alone. People sometimes think I'm depressed, and it's kinda annoying. I can't blame them though. I look like it on the outside when on the inside I really am fine. I don't have any real hobbies, or go out of my way to spend time with people. I don't care about how I look. I'm out of shape and my default face has a sad look. Also, events in my past make it seem likely I can't really prove how I feel, and I don't feel like faking anything. Pretty good. I'm a bit overweight, but otherwise, I got a great wife, a 1,5-year-old son that I love very much, have plenty of time and disposable income for gaming, tight circle of friends, and I work in its support. I'm constantly nervous. I haven't talked to a doctor about it because I'm scared they're gonna think I'm lying or something. I'm in love with someone who can't love me back and who is tortured exactly the same way by another boy. I have fun, though. Arguing with parents all the time, having friends. Bad lungs, awful cardiovascular stamina, decent strength, pansexuality, decent flute and percussion abilities, a few pounds overweight, a black belt in taekwondo, a mild obsession with 1970s grocery store music, and also being 14. Plus bang geekiness, an inability to sit still, and an expectation that I get straight A's, perfect grades, all the time. 5. 10. Might recommend.